My video for January the 26th, 2019 is video number 2977. The title is In This World, Everyone is Challenged. I had another video ready, but I'm going to change the date and video number. Instead, let me remind everyone that we all have challenges we face, even the elite who often seem heartless. It's hard for me to even imagine that they can be totally devoid of empathy. I try to help a few people I know who seem even more challenged than me. Life on this planet has been that way for a long, long time. When I think I have it so bad, I am reminded that my limitations are nothing compared to others. On my way back from my daily walk today, I saw a homeless man on the other side of the street with a sign I assume was asking for donations. Most of us have seen these people. Knowing who and how to help is challenging. Those who are in a position where they could help the most often do not help at all. Imagine a world where everyone had a compassionate heart and a desire to help. John Lennon tried to get us to imagine just that. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will be as one. Yes, John, I'm a dreamer too, challenged by control freaks on a slave planet. Yes, when I came back from my walk, I thought, well, the video that I had prepared, that's just not the right one. And tomorrow I'm going to be making a video with a friend that I've not made any videos with in the past. And so I thought, well, I'm just going to do this one now, and I can save the other one till a couple of days from now, which at this point, that's my plan, although plans do change. As I said, I just changed the video that I had for the one that I'm doing right now. And John Lennon, of course, was killed. And I think a lot of people that were trying to wake others up have also been either compromised or put out of commission, as John was. But in any case, it really tears at my heart when I see people with backpacks on, standing on a street corner with a little sign up and trying to get passersby to reach in their pocket and give them $1 or $2 or $5 or whatever. And there was a time before my operation, did I say that recently in another video, or was it something I was just thinking? I'm not sure. But there was a time before my most recent surgery a few years ago where I used to make it a practice to go out and not look for crowds of homeless people, but if I'd see somebody on the street corner, I'd park my car as close as I could and go and walk over and ask if I could talk to them. And I'd listen to their story. And most of the time, when they took the time to come over and have an actual conversation with me, I would end up giving them $20. That was pretty much the norm. I don't remember ever giving more than that. And I don't know, most of the time if they sat down and talked with me, I didn't say no. Although I have talked with homeless people that I had the feeling that all they were going to do was go and buy the latest bottle of booze or whatever. But in any case, the point is, we're all challenged living on this world. It's a prison planet, folks. It's a planet where the people that seem to be in control of everything lie like a rug, as the expression goes. And not only do they lie, they create wars and they create dissension. And they have a game plan of reducing the world's population, as I keep saying, which they put on the Georgia Guidestones to reduce the world's population to a manageable 500 million people. But I've got to think, and I have listened to the testimony of some of the people that were raised in the elite establishment that have managed to escape, and they still have a heart. They still show compassion for others, and they realize how they were raised was not beneficial to them, and it's certainly not beneficial to the people of the world. These elite don't know what it's like to be homeless, and neither do I. And I'm not trying to compare myself to them, because I've always had compassion. I've always had a desire to make the world better. I've always had a desire to right the wrongs. I've always had a desire to expose things that were not right. And I've been willing to make changes in my life, especially after my last operation. I mean, I went back and I re-examined everything, and I thought, man, how could I have believed some of the things that I believed were inspired by God? I mean, how could I have thought that the Bible was a totally inspired word? But yet that's what a lot of people believe. And they're the people that put Trump in office to a great extent. I don't think it's totally the case, but to a great extent, the people that were tired of the way things were, even a lot of Democrats voted for Donald Trump. And now Nancy Pelosi and others are trying to take him out. And everyone is being challenged. What is the truth? What is the truth? I get criticized by friends because I don't jump on the bandwagon and trumpet and declare that the RV is going to happen, and that we're the Zimbabwe note and the dinar and other alternative currencies that are supposed to be gold backed are going to be taking over, and that the BRICS nations are going to turn everything around. I mean, there's some evidence, at least, that China and Russia really aren't even friends, and that China wants to take over the role of being the world leading power, as the United States has been for such a long time, or at least on the surface. How much of these things are true? We're being challenged to examine not only what we believe, but our own lives. Am I doing the best that I can do? Am I keeping enough of an open mind to look at all possibilities? I don't know. I mean, I'm trying, but I don't know that I'm succeeding all the time in being all that I need to be. I appreciate those who pat me on the back and applaud my efforts, but I also get those who are very critical of me. And I'm being challenged day by day as I make these videos, as I move toward video number 3,000 that I will be hitting on President's Day next month. And I'd like to see Trump drain the swamp. I'd like to see some of the prognosticators that have been saying that there's going to be this great global reset, not just of currency, but of everything. I'd like to see those positive changes happen. But I still, quite honestly, have doubts, because there's so much contention, so much friction, and so many contradictory stories that are being told. As I've said, some of them seem so plausible that they can't both be right, but they seem plausible. Anyway, folks, I appreciate you listening and sharing my videos, and thank you very much for all that you do to bring change to the world. Namaste.